Hey there folks, thanks for watching Living the Journey. But let's dive into a world that's both awe-inspiring and essential to our everyday lives, the world of container ships. These colossal vessels are the unsung heroes of global trade, the silent giants that keep the world economy afloat. They're the floating cities that crisscross the oceans, carrying everything from the clothes we wear to the electronics we use, and pretty much everything in between. Now you might be thinking, what's so exciting about a bunch of metal boxes stacked on a ship? Well, hold on tight because the journey of a container ship is anything but ordinary. It's a story of engineering marvels, logistical puzzles, and the tireless efforts of thousands of people working behind the scenes. From the moment a container leaves a factory floor to the time it arrives at your doorstep, it embarks on an epic adventure across continents and oceans. And trust me, this ain't no pleasure cruise. We're talking about facing treacherous storms, navigating narrow straits, and battling the relentless forces of nature, all while ensuring that millions of tons of cargo reach their destinations safe and sound. So, buckle up as we embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of these maritime behemoths. Think about the last time you bought something online or walked into a store. Chances are, a container ship played a crucial role in getting that product into your hands. These maritime workhorses are the backbone of our globalized world, transporting an estimated 90% of all internationally traded goods. That's right folks, 90%. From the bustling ports of Shanghai to the sprawling container terminals of Los Angeles, these vessels connect continents and drive economic growth. Without them, our world would look a whole lot different. No more smartphones, no more coffee, no more affordable clothing. Just imagine the shelves at your local supermarket looking bare. But it's not just about the sheer volume of goods they carry, it's about the efficiency and affordability that container ships bring to the table. Before these floating giants came along, transporting goods across oceans was a time-consuming and expensive ordeal. Goods were often loaded and unloaded by hand, leading to delays, damage, and sky-high costs. The advent of containerization revolutionized global trade, making it possible to move massive quantities of goods quickly, safely, and at a fraction of the cost. And that, my friends, has had a profound impact on our lives, making it possible for businesses to thrive and for consumers to enjoy a wider variety of products from all corners of the globe. So, are you ready to dive headfirst into the fascinating world of container ships? We'll journey back in time to witness the birth of these maritime marvels, tracing their evolution from humble beginnings to the colossal vessels that rule the seas today. We'll explore the intricate network of global shipping lanes, discovering the vital role that ports play in connecting continents. Get ready to meet the unsung heroes of the high seas, the captains and crew members who brave treacherous conditions and long periods away from home to keep these floating cities running smoothly. We'll delve into the challenges they face, from navigating through storms and narrow straits to combating piracy and protecting the marine environment. And of course, we'll unravel the mysteries behind those ubiquitous metal boxes, revealing the secrets of TEUs, cargo handling, and the mind-boggling logistics involved in moving millions of containers across the globe. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by the epic journey of container ships, the unsung heroes that keep our world connected. The story of container ships isn't just about massive vessels. It's about a simple idea that revolutionized global trade. Long before these behemoths, shipping was chaotic and inefficient. Crates and barrels were loaded by hand, a logistical nightmare. The idea of containerization had been around for centuries, but it wasn't until the mid-20th century that it took off, thanks to Malcolm McLean. He envisioned standardized containers transported seamlessly by truck, ship, and train. This innovation was a game changer, and with that, the era of container ships was born. Now some of you might be wondering why all the fuss about some metal boxes. The impact of containerization on global trade cannot be overstated. It was a revolution. Before container ships, shipping costs were high, making trade expensive. Containerization slashed costs, speeding up global trade. Goods moved faster, cheaper, and with less damage. This opened new possibilities for businesses worldwide. The global economy grew, fueled by efficient shipping. So the next time you see a container ship, remember those metal boxes revolutionized our world. Now, behind every great revolution are pioneers, folks who dare to challenge the status quo and reshape the world with their vision. And in the realm of container shipping, no name looms larger than that of Malcolm McLean. This trucking magnate turned shipping revolutionary had a vision to break free from the shackles of traditional shipping and usher in a new era of efficiency and globalization. McLean didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk. In 1956, he put his money where his mouth was and founded Sealand Service, a company that would forever change the face of maritime transport. He acquired a fleet of aging tankers, modified them to carry containers, and set his sights on revolutionizing the shipping industry. His first container ship, the Ideal X, set sail from Newark, New Jersey to Houston, Texas, on April 26, 1956, carrying 58 35-foot containers. This maiden voyage marked a pivotal moment in maritime history, signaling the dawn of a new era in global trade. Of course, like any true innovator, McLean faced his fair share of skepticism and resistance. Traditional shipping companies scoffed at his ideas, port authorities were slow to adapt, and longshoremen accustomed to the old ways of cargo handling feared for their jobs. But McLean persevered, driven by his unwavering belief in the transformative power of containerization. Early container ships were a far cry from today's behemoths. Take the Ideal X, a converted World War II tanker. It was modified to carry containers on its deck, a testament to McLean's ingenuity. As containerization grew, so did ship design. Engineers crafted vessels to maximize capacity. The iconic cellular structure emerged. Ships grew in size and sophistication. The race was on to build bigger vessels. Timber gave way to steel. Specialized vessels emerged. Panamax ships fit through the Panama Canal. Post-Panamax exceeded its limits, and ultra-large container ships rule the seas, capable of carrying over 20,000 TEUs. We'll dive deeper into these marvels next. Now, we've talked about the ships themselves, those floating cities that crisscross the oceans. But what about the places where they dock? Those bustling hubs of activity that connect sea and land. That's right, folks. We're talking about ports, the unsung heroes of global trade, the vital links in the container shipping chain. Ports are more than just places where ships come and go. They're intricate ecosystems of cranes, trucks, trains, and people, all working in concert to ensure the smooth flow of goods from one corner of the globe to another. Think of them as the grand central stations of the sea, where millions of containers are loaded and unloaded, sorted and dispatched every single day. Without ports, container shipping as we know it simply wouldn't exist. They're the critical interface between sea and land, the points where those massive vessels disgorge their cargoes and connect with the intricate web of roads, rails, and waterways that transport goods to their final destinations. But it's not just about infrastructure, folks. Ports are also economic powerhouses, generating jobs, attracting investment, and driving economic growth in the regions they serve. They're the lifeblood of coastal communities, providing livelihoods for millions of people around the world. Did you know the world's largest port is the Port of Shanghai in China? On the other end of the spectrum, the smallest port is the Port of Ginostra in Italy, with just a single dock. In the USA, the largest and busiest port is the Port of Los Angeles, a critical gateway for international trade. The longest shipping route stretches from East Asia to Northern Europe, while the shortest is the Dover Strait connecting the UK and France. Now, when you hear the word port, you might picture a sprawling metropolis of cranes and containers, a hive of activity buzzing with ships and trucks. And while that's certainly true of the world's largest ports like Shanghai, Singapore, and Rotterdam, the reality is that ports come in all shapes and sizes. From bustling megaports handling millions of TEUs annually, to smaller specialized harbors catering to niche industries or regional trade, the world of ports is incredibly diverse. Some ports are deep-water behemoths, capable of accommodating the largest container ships ever built. Others are shallower drafts, requiring smaller feeder vessels to ferry containers to and from their larger counterparts. Some ports are located in strategic geographic locations, serving as vital transshipment hubs where containers are transferred between ships for onward journeys. Others are positioned closer to major manufacturing centers or consumer markets, acting as gateways for imports and exports. Each port, regardless of its size or location, plays a vital role in the global shipping network. They're the nodes in a complex web of trade routes that crisscross the oceans, connecting continents and fueling economic growth. Now let's take a closer look at one of these modern marvels of logistics, shall we? Stepping inside a major container terminal is like entering a city within a city, a concrete jungle teeming with activity, a symphony of organized chaos. The sheer scale of these operations can be overwhelming, with acres upon acres of containers stacked like giant Lego blocks, stretching as far as the eye can see. Towering above it all are the mighty gantry cranes, those steel giants that move with surprising grace and precision, plucking containers from ships and gently placing them onto waiting trucks or trains. These cranes are marvels of engineering, capable of lifting hundreds of tons with ease, their operators perched high above the fray, orchestrating the movement of cargo with joystick-like controls. Down below, it's a carefully choreographed ballet of trucks, straddle carriers, and terminal tractors, each vehicle with a specific role to play in the intricate dance of container handling. Software systems track the movement of every container, ensuring that each one is directed to its designated location within the terminal, ready for onward transport. And let's not forget the people, folks, the thousands of workers who keep these terminals humming around the clock. From crane operators and truck drivers to logistics coordinators and customs officials, these hard-working men and women are the unsung heroes of global trade, ensuring that the flow of goods never ceases. Now, it's no exaggeration to say that major ports are economic engines, folks, driving growth, creating jobs, and fostering prosperity in the regions they serve. These maritime gateways are magnets for industry, attracting manufacturing facilities, logistics companies, and a whole host of businesses that rely on the efficient movement of goods. Take the Port of Los Angeles, for example, the busiest container port in the United States. This bustling hub handles billions of dollars worth of cargo annually, supporting hundreds of thousands of jobs, and generating billions in economic output for the Southern California region. And it's not just about the direct employment opportunities within the port itself. The ripple effects of port activity extend far beyond the waterfront, supporting jobs in trucking, warehousing, manufacturing, retail, and a whole host of other sectors that rely on the smooth flow of goods. Ports also play a crucial role in infrastructure development. To accommodate the ever-increasing size of container ships and the growing volume of global trade, ports require constant investment in infrastructure, from dredging deeper channels and expanding terminal capacity to upgrading roads, rails, and intermodal connections. This investment creates jobs, stimulates economic activity, and enhances the competitiveness of regions that are home to major ports. In the world of container shipping, size matters. The TEU, or 20-foot equivalent unit, is the gold standard for measuring capacity. A standard 20-foot container represents 1 TEU, while a 40-foot container equals 2 TEUs. The TEU revolutionized global trade by standardizing container sizes, enabling efficient ship, port, and logistics design. Modern container ships can carry upwards of 20,000 TEUs, enough to transport millions of pairs of shoes or thousands of cars. The scale of these operations is truly awe-inspiring. The TEU is more than a measurement. It's a symbol of the standardization that transformed global trade. By establishing a common language for container size, the TEU made it possible to design ships, ports, and logistics systems that could handle these standardized units with remarkable efficiency. Early container ships were mere dinghies compared to today's giants. Over decades, their size and capacity have ballooned to keep pace with global trade. We've gone from ships carrying a few hundred TEUs to vessels handling over 20,000. This growth led to new ship classifications: Panamax, Post-Panamax, and ultra-large container ships, ULCS. These megaships are engineering marvels, but present challenges like deeper ports and larger cranes. Their size also impacts the environment, requiring innovative solutions. The relentless pursuit of size showcases human ingenuity and the evolving nature of maritime transport. Imagine spending weeks on a vessel longer than the Empire State Building, a floating city powered by a massive engine. Life aboard a modern container ship requires a special breed of seafarer. Today's ships are technological marvels with sophisticated systems and comfortable living quarters. Crews, often fewer than 30, work long hours in challenging conditions, far from home. Their work is essential to keeping these floating cities moving and ensuring timely delivery of goods. Life at sea demands technical expertise, teamwork, and resilience. For those who embrace it, it offers a unique perspective on the world and a front-row seat to global commerce. Life aboard a container ship is a fascinating mix of cultures and professions. Seafarers from around the globe bring unique skills and experiences. A Filipino captain, a Croatian chief engineer, a Sri Lankan cook, and a Romanian deckhand might all work together. This diversity creates strong bonds of camaraderie and mutual respect. Modern ships require a range of skills, from electricians to IT specialists. This mix of expertise and cultural diversity highlights the global nature of the shipping industry. Traveling the open ocean is no walk in the park. The relentless waves, howling winds, and sudden storms test even the most seasoned sailors. Ships must navigate treacherous currents, dense fog, and occasional icebergs. Mechanical failures and the isolation of life at sea add to the challenges. Despite technological advances, the sea demands respect. It's a harsh mistress, reminding us that we are but visitors in her domain. On the open ocean, mariners face constant challenges. Narrow straits and canals test even the most experienced captains. Maneuvering massive vessels through tight passages requires pinpoint accuracy. Unexpected encounters with whales, debris, and rogue containers pose hazards. Piracy, though declining, still threatens seafarers in certain regions. These challenges remind us that the sea can be a dangerous place. Even in this age of technological marvels, vigilance and seafaring savvy are essential. Arriving at a port can be as challenging as the open ocean. Some ports, like Oakland and Rotterdam, are notorious for their tricky approaches. Navigating narrow channels, strong currents, and busy waterways tests captains' skills. One wrong move can cause significant damage and disrupt traffic. Successful navigation requires understanding tides, currents, and local conditions. It's a testament to the skill and experience of maritime professionals. Despite skilled crews and technology, the sea remains unforgiving. Accidents like groundings can cause significant damage and environmental harm. Piracy continues to threaten seafarers in certain parts of the world. Maritime safety is paramount, with regulations and international cooperation in place. These measures aim to mitigate risks and ensure the safe flow of goods. The sea's challenges underscore the importance of vigilance and safety. Container ships are the invisible threads that connect our world. They've shrunk the oceans, making global trade possible. Everyday items from coffee to smartphones travel on these ships. Container ships are the lifeblood of our globalized economy. They facilitate trade, drive growth, and connect people and cultures. These maritime workhorses are a testament to human ingenuity and interconnectedness. The world of container shipping is constantly evolving. Innovations like autonomous ships are on the horizon, promising efficiency and safety. As global trade grows, so does the demand for shipping capacity. Ports and infrastructure must expand, and environmental impacts must be managed. Reducing emissions and improving fuel efficiency are crucial for sustainability. The future of container shipping is full of promise and challenges. Let's appreciate the unsung heroes of container shipping. Seafarers brave the elements and isolation to keep ships moving. Port workers ensure the smooth flow of goods from sea to land. Truck drivers, warehouse workers, and logistics coordinators play vital roles. These workers keep our world connected and our economy running. Let's raise a glass to the workers of the sea, the backbone of global trade. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you have ever worked on a cargo container ship and tell us what you did. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Living the Journey.